me turn this light on. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube world. Well, y'all already know who I am. Y'all already know what I'm about, what I stand for. And hell, y'all might know a lot more about my life than I know, because sometimes from the outside looking in, you can see things a little bit better if you have discernment and foresight, and intuition. You can kind of see things a little bit better than others from the outside looking in. So I like to start by saying, yes, my life has been bittersweet lately. Life is bittersweet for everyone who's living on this earth. I don't care whether you're rich, poor, white, or black. Stop believing the rhetoric that other people is spewing to you. If you don't know what rhetoric means, you look up rhetoric, all right? And then you'll see, all right? Now, what I want to say today is let y'all know that no matter what bad is transpiring in my life, or how you view the bad that's transpiring in my life, I'm going to take it as a good thing. I am going to rechannel the energy that was meant to be negative, and I'm going to transfer it into a positive, because I know that no energy is lost or gained. In the laws of physics, when you learn this in school, no energy is lost or gained. It's just transferred. All right. So once you know that, then you can keep yourself charged up. You can keep your inner chi, or your inner chi, or what I would like to call your current, raw and pure. You can keep yourself energized and going with the current. Let's stop focusing more on the currency. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this real quick and I'm going to get on up out of here. I made an acronym up when I was in prison, and the acronym was, I'm going to honor my mom and pop. And my mom and pop simply means, when my grandmother and my granddaddy died, when I was doing the bid that I was doing, they died. And so I lost not only my freedom, I lost my grandparents as well. And when I lost them, I came up with this acronym that says morals over money, purpose over paper. That's MOM and POP. Morals over money. Look up morals if you don't know what that means. And you need to put morale over money anytime you're making a decision. Morality over money every time you're making decisions. Pop, purpose over paper. Before you make a decision to make money, to do anything business-wise, whatever you want to do, create a partner with someone, you please be sure that it's purpose-filled. Purpose over paper. Make sure that you're working for something instead of for the money. All right? Now, when I say that, I say this. I say that to say this. Today, I'm getting ready right now, trying to rush and get myself together, because I have a gig to go to. I'm catching a flight today from Columbia, South Carolina to New Jersey. I'm not going to say too much about where I'm going and why I'm going there, because it's much of a surprise and I can let the cat out of the bag if I'm not careful. But I just like to say shout out to Mr. Production Guy. You know who you are. I appreciate you for reaching out to me on Instagram. I'm glad to be able to assist you in this wonderful endeavor that you got going on. And I will say that it's going to be a lasting impression on your family and on your wife. And I want to say salute to you, brother. I can't say your name because I don't want to let anything out. But I'm getting myself together right now this morning to go catch my flight. And I'm letting you guys know, because I want y'all to see that this is purpose over paper. The guy reached out to me as a fan, letting me know his wife is a fan, and that he wanted to do something special for his wife. And now during the pandemic, all the flight hindrances, all the borders locked down on each state, making it hard for you to travel. Through all of this, right? Everybody during C-word planned-demic times is making more money now, including the restaurants, including the hotels, motels, anybody that's doing business during COVID. The concept is to raise the price, because now we can get more money during the pandemic. People are going to need us and we can get more. All right, that's cool. But me, on the other hand, I'm out here trying to do the best that I can to keep us together, to understand that divided we will fall and united we will stand. All right. I want us to know that we need each other during these times. So I'm going to practice what I preach. And if people need me during these times, no matter what I'm going through in life, I'm going to do my best to be there for them. And so the guy reached out to me. He got something special going on. I don't want to say too much about it because there again, I could let the cat out of the bag. But, wow, should I put on my Farragamo or should I put on my Kenneth Cole? I don't know. We'll see after I get out of the shower. But now, with that being said, hold up, where's my shirt? I know they ain't gonna wear them. Give me a quick second. Now, what I want to say to y'all though is this. The guy reached out to me because of a special reason, I'll say. I'll leave it at that. Because of a special reason. And now, instead of me focusing on the money or the paper, I'm doing the thing that's purpose-filled or filled with morality. And I'm going to make sure this happened for my guy. I don't know him. I never seen him. He reached out to me only once on my Instagram. It took me a while to even respond because he's not following me and I'm not following him. So it was in a small compartment in your DMs where you really don't see him. So I didn't see it for a while. But ironically, I happens to reach back out to this guy at a time when something special is happening for him. That's all I'll say. And I could be a part of it. He wants me a part of it. And I could have given him every excuse in the world not to be a part of it. Because C-word planned-demic is here for one. My son's grandmother just passed for two. I'm going through issues with my daughter that I need to iron out for three. I don't have a place to stay. Oh yeah, I want to let y'all know that too. As you can see where I woke up this morning, it's very peaceful and serene. I'm going to be getting myself together here in the next few minutes because I really got to get a rush on. My plane leaves at 12:30. So I got to get a rush on. I don't have much time. I got to jump in the shower and I got to get dressed. But I want to show you guys, I'm documenting everything that's happening with me because a lot of times people don't believe. And seeing is believing. I know that the Bible says, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, and you shouldn't have to fin and prove things. But a lot of times when you're living in a society where people don't know what to believe and people don't know what's real, then sometimes you have to paint the picture for them and let them see real life things, real life events transpire. So now here it is. I don't know this man from a can of paint. He don't know me. He just know my spirit and my work, the stuff that I put out on YouTube. The first time I talked to him, I just knew his spirit because I'm a good judger of character. I have discernment, intuition, and I use it very well. So I was picking up everything he was putting down. I feel comfortable enough to make this happen for him. He felt comfortable enough to open up his doors to me without even knowing me. So let's just let the energies and the frequencies speak where they may. Body language says more than anything we can say out of our mouth. And we know that verbal communication is only 10% of communication. So it makes me think, why do we do so much of it? Thinking that we're getting somewhere. Really, talking can confuse people more than anything. So I'd rather walk it like I talk it. So right here today, y'all witnessing me get ready. And I can't say much about it, but I will be vlogging every step of the way, letting you guys witness how kindred spirits from all over the world can reach out to you, not me, and care more about you and be more concerned and have more interest as to what you got going on than anybody around you right now in your present moment or in your present life. And please recognize and realize and understand and overstand and understand this right here. The past is not real. It's only a memory. The future is not real either. It's just a wish or something you hope for. The only thing that you really have that's real to you is the now, your present moment. And it's called the present because it's a gift. A lot of people don't have that gift this morning. I'd like to say rest in paradise to Mama Merlin, my son's grandmother who passed away, my baby mother's mother who passed away. I am not in love with my baby mother. We've not been sexual since I left her alone, but she's the mother of my child, and I sympathize for her in trying times like these, in any trying times, because she's the mother of my child, and my child is going through something because his mother is going through something, and I'd like to say rest in peace. But your present moment is a gift. That's why they call it the present. And it's a gift to have it. And when you are blessed with your present moment, you're supposed to do all that you can do in your present moment to make a better life for yourself, because that's the only way you can control your future indirectly, and the only way you can do something about your past. The only way you can do something about your future is what you do with your present moment, preparing and practicing and doing something in the present moment that conditions you for the future. In the past, all you can do is reflect on it. Remember, review, reflect, relook, revisit. That's all you can do with with the past, because it's not real, and you can reflect and you can see where you went wrong, or even where you went right, and you can get it right, or where you went wrong, you can get it right, or if you're getting it right, you can do better. All right. And so I'm saying this to you all because I'm shocked at a lot of what's happening in my life and how it's happening. I woke up in this place right here, not in my car, and it's a wonderful place, man. You can't make this up. I've never spent the night here in my life, but look at it. It's great. This is where I'm going to be taking my wonderful shower here. As you can see, your own bathroom. You wake up in a room. You wake up in a room with your own bathroom in it, with nobody yelling and fussing, Then you can come out here and you see the beauty of where I slept at last night. I just want to let you know God has a blessing for you, and God has kindred spirits out here for you, that they may not be your family. You may think they don't understand you, and you may not understand them. But when people hear your story and you're brave enough to tell the truth, and you're brave enough to be open and honest about what you're going through, you'll wind up in a situation like this with people who care about you, who says, come in, you can stay for a night. I forbid a person like you to be out there roaming around in these streets by yourself. So here we go. This is where I woke up. How about you? And I ain't bragging, but I just want to let y'all know, through all of what I'm going through in life, look, oh man. Look, I don't want to show too much because people be figuring things out. But I just want to show you everything is blue. Oh, look at my baby out there. See my baby out there? Wow, look at my baby. You barely can see her, but she's there. All right, and yeah, I'm here. So I just want y'all to see one thing. Stop being so standoffish with your family, because here it is. I have kindred spirits of people who's reaching out to me from afar that has never met me and don't know me from a can of paint. And through all the adversities of the borders of the state being locked down, saying when you're flying in from somewhere that's supposed to be a hot spot, all these hindrances that they're putting in the way to hinder us from moving forward into our future, right? None of that stopped this guy. None of that stopped me. And now this man, without even knowing me from a can of paint, has paid for my room, has paid for my flight round trip, and he sent me money for my pocket and assured me that I wouldn't have to pay for anything when I get there, just simply because I know how to create an opportunity for myself and him, and for us to work together without a dollar amount or without a check attached. I didn't talk to him one time about how much I would charge him for my services, when I do know my worth. And yes, I should get money, but sometimes you should know how to choose your battles, and you should know when to say when to help someone, when to charge someone. Everybody don't need to be charged, and some people deserve to be charged. But I'm going to say this. I'm building a rapport with this guy, and I want him to know that I care just as much about his concern and interests as I want him to care about mine. And so instead of me wanting him to do something for me first or care about me first, I am a firm believer in you give. God blesses the cheerful giver because he blesses the giver better than the receiver. You see? So it's my duty to, if I want something from this man, I should be willing to give it before asking for it. So I'm giving him what he needs, what I feel like he needs, what I can provide. It don't take money for me to do it. He didn't help me out financially to get this done. So why give him any excuse? And I want you guys to pay attention right here on this Friday. I'm catching me a flight to New Jersey. I don't want to say what city because I can let the cat out of the bag. I don't even want to say too much about what's going on because I can let the cat out of the bag. But this right here is proof and evidence to you guys that you do have kindred spirits out here in the world. You don't have to know people in order to trust people. And sometimes the people in your life who you are familiar with are not the best people to assist you. They are your family members. They do have your blood. You do love them. They may not care about you or have your best interest at heart, but sometimes deep inside they may love you too. They just don't know how to show it. But don't beat yourself up. Don't beat them up. Look up and recognize that God is going to be appointing people, places, and things to you that you've never seen before. But you first got to get your mind right, your frequency right, your vibration right, and you got to make sure you're putting out the right energy. Because what you put out comes back to you. And what I've been putting out over the past 8 to 10 years has been nothing less than tremendous. And I've been thinking, when is it going to come back? When is my blessing coming? When is God going to let the karma come back and let me reap benefits of my good actions and the good seeds that I planted? Well, guess what I've learned? I've learned that the time you put in planting bad seeds, you put time in, well, good time for the devil or for negativity or for whatever you choose to call it. You did well in that arena and you planted good seeds. You was diligent, you was consistent, you was persistent. And guess what happened? The seeds planted very well for you. And now what seeds do is give you fruit. So sometimes in life, even though you've changed your actions, even though you've turned away from bad things, you still are reaping the fruit from your bad ways. You still got fruits that are blossoming from the negative energy and the negative seeds that you planted. So you just got to let that stuff sprout. You got to reap the harvest for those bad things that you've done. And then when those harvests are being reaped, you go out and while those are growing, you plant and replant new harvests, good, positive, productive seeds. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll reap the harvest for those later down the line. So here it is, 8, 9, 10 years later of me planting good seeds, and they are just now beginning to come to fruition. And they're coming to fruition due to people that don't even know me from a can of paint, but they have my kindred spirit inside of them. And I relate to them and they relate to me, not with the physical eye, but with the feeling, with the intuition, with discernment. And I could have corona and they could have corona. And I could be going into a whole corona situation. And I could focus on negativity if I choose to and say, oh, no, I don't know these people. I shouldn't go. I don't never seen this man before. They could do this to me or they could do that to me. Oh, this could go wrong and that could go wrong. Why would I be focusing on the bad when God is ushering me into a new of positive, productive things? Why would I close the door on my own opportunity with negative thinking and negative thoughts? Why would I put my own stumbling blocks more so than the ones that are already in the way that's hindering me from doing business or making progress or doing a favor for a kindred spirit? Because I told you this is really not business, but he's making it business because he's going to look out for me regardless. I know this. He has my best interest at heart. I don't even have to meet him one day to know that from the actions that he's already showed me. So I want to say to you guys, I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to be courageous and brave. I'm going to practice what I preach. Just like I tell you guys that we got to be brave enough to run into the burning house. Well, this is my burning house situation and I'm running into it with all might. And I want you guys to live and learn a lesson from me and my actions. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. Even if something happens to me out of the way when I go, I'm showing that as well. Just so I can show y'all, you got to face your adversities. You got to be strong. You got to be courageous. You have to be brave. And if you're not, you're weak. And you're going to experience things in your life over and over and over again until you become strong. And it's going to be your own fault. So I'm just showing y'all in real time that real people still exist in this world. I woke up, y'all don't have to worry about me. This morning, I woke up in a very serene, peaceful place. And I want to let y'all know that God got me and God got you too. You just got to believe it. And then after believing it, you got to know it. And then after knowing it, you got to set out to be about your Father's business. And when you're about your Father's business, you don't be scared and fearful. You're courageous, brave, and all those good positive attributes. So, watch me work. During the pandemic, a homeless man like No Cash, who nobody should be worried and thinking about, haven't been thinking about over the past years. Now I have a gig to go to because somebody saw me or deemed me to be important enough to invite me to their outing and have me to be a major, major part of this big surprise for this special someone in his life. I won't say his name and I won't say the special someone until later, but I want you guys to stay tuned. I'm going to be getting dressed here. I got to get on the road. I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff on the road. I'm going to show y'all when I get to the flight. And I'm going to let y'all meet this guy the very first time that I meet this guy in person because I'm not scared. I'm running into the fiery house and I'm going to save some people. I'm going to save some lives because that's what need to be done during these trying times. Once again, I am the homie No Cash and I'm signing off with a big tinfoil. Over and out. Peace and love. Remember, y'all stay well and be blessed. And do know that this too shall pass. And the best is yet to come.